Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Okay, so in the previous video, hopefully you're sitting there going, what? Is she crazy? Did she just say that I've always believed this about myself and it's got nothing to do with the bullies and it's got nothing to do with these people that are teasing me at school? And yes, I just said that. So hopefully you're sitting there going, wait a minute. And you're really taken to thinking about it. Because that's the first step in shifting how you're thinking, is to challenge your thoughts. Challenge them, always. This was a problem I used to have as a kid. I never took things as that's what it is. I always used to think, what if it's not? You know, and it was hard because I grew up in the Catholic Church where you're supposed to take things at faith. You're not supposed to question anything. You're not supposed to question the stories or the fables or any of it. You're supposed to just accept that that is the absolute truth. I grew up in church that way, and I remember sitting there going, but what if it's not? Always in my mind, in the back of my mind, I was constantly questioning. This doesn't make sense. That couldn't have been like that. All the time. You know, the logic of the story sometimes. I would sit there and go, that's not how it went down. I just... Okay. So, to me, I always took some of them as their stories. That we're supposed to learn from those stories, but they're not the truth of what happened, you know? But that was me. My mind has always questioned. And so, I'm here to do the same for you. I want you to question. And the first question that I want you to ask yourself, okay? If you took on board that you've always had this belief about yourself that makes you feel bad, the one that you're being bullied for, the one you're being picked on, the one you're being teased about, okay? Share it with me in the comments because there are thousands of other people out there that feel the same way. I know everyone seems to think you're the only one, but like I said, I was an adult. And I found out that many of the kids that were in the school that came in after, as you know, from immigrant parents, were all being picked on. They were all being bullied. They were all being made to feel less because they looked different. They sounded different. Whatever it was, you know, there were many of them that I found out about as an adult. And I thought I wasn't aware of any of it, you know. But then I found out some of my cousins were being picked on, you know. And to me, this was news because, like I said, I lived in a bubble. I had no idea what was going on outside of my head. You know, I've always lived in the clouds, and that's always looking for, you know, learning and things that are interesting to me. Learning about the world outside of, you know, who I am. It's what's going on out there, you know. So that to me was fascinating, and that's where my focus was. So even though there were many reasons I could have been picked on, I wasn't. Because my focus wasn't on that. My focus wasn't on me and how different I was. My focus was on learning about the world around me. What's going on? How does that work? Why does that happen? My mind was constantly asking questions, always. Curious, wanting to know. And it never stopped, and it still hasn't stopped. I always want to learn new things. You know, at the moment I'm doing a course on dementia, and I'm trying to understand what happens to the mind. How does it process things once this disease takes over? You know? But I've strayed from the topic because the focus for you now is to understand that you've always believed these things about you. And when others point them out, it hurts because you don't want others to see that about you. You don't want them to see that. You don't want them to be pointing out that you're overweight or that you're stupid or that you're whatever you've decided to believe about yourself. All of these things. Okay? So once your focus is already there, you already believe this about yourself. They're just amplifying that. Because that's what you're focusing on. You're attracting more of that, more people to tell you, more people to point it out. Because you're uncomfortable with that. That makes you feel bad about who you are. So I want you to really focus on that today, that idea that you're not good enough for fill in the blank, whatever it is that you've decided that you're not good enough. That was always there in your head. It's always been there. You've always believed that. And what we want to do with these videos is shift your focus, because that's not what's important. Why do I keep saying that? You're probably sitting there thinking, stop saying that because it's important to me. I can just imagine people out there saying that. Stop saying that because it's important to me. It matters to me. I'm the one that feels like crap, right? Because they keep picking on me. They keep bullying me, right? Why does she keep saying that it's not important? All right, so in the next video, we're going to address that. Why it's not important. So stick around because there's plenty more for you to learn. Let's shift that thinking today. Let's challenge those thoughts. Let's get you moving in the right direction. Okay? I love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe below so that you don't miss any of the messages. And one of the most important messages is coming up in the next video. Bye for now.